Tuesday, November the 20th. I am Bruce Leonard, and this is Bruce Leonard Leans Left. While it's still legal. Still legal today. I know I say that every time, but we always have to check. It could be Truth Social at any time that it is now illegal to lean to the left. And I am a vicious member of Antifa or whatever they want to call us this week. And what's up, Gustavo? Because our president is insane. he's a fucking lunatic. Today, he called for the arrest and execution of 7 members of Congress. I'm not kidding. No, that won't happen, but he called for it because he's fucking nuts. How we got here, I don't know. We're getting to the point where I don't even know what to say anymore about. It's just like I was saying the other day, like if you elect somebody and they just start losing their fucking mind and going crazy, it's like, at what point do you say, hey, what's up, Laura? Do you say, hey man, this guy can't be the fucking leader of the world because he's nuts. It's like, and getting worse all the time. It's getting worse every day. And he's got nothing but nut lickers crawling around behind him, doing whatever he says, whatever he wants him to do. With no questions asked. He calls women pigs. Right on camera. No one cares. Press secretary defended him today. Said, well, at least he says it to your face. Not like, oh, the president's an uncouth piece of shit fucking human being. He probably should never be exposed to the public in any way because he can't control himself. Who's probably a pedophile. And then, I hate to tell you that we're right where I said we'd be. I don't know if you saw Pam Bondi talk about, what's up, Aria? Thank you for joining us. I don't know if you saw Pam Bondi talk about, oh yeah, we'll release it, maximum transparency, we'll release the files as soon as we can, but there's an investigation, just like I told you. And they asked her, well, what changed since you said the case was closed and everything was investigated thoroughly and there was no need to investigate further? Information, we got information, new information. They're not even good at lying. And Kash Patel to stand up there behind her, and they're going to try to hide these files or protect. They're not going to release them like they should, like I told you. And for him to have made a career off of pursuing these files, and now he's going to help cover up the pedophiles? Really? Seriously, these are the kind of soulless scumbags you're talking about. The most evil people in this country have gotten control of the country. You know why? Because like I told you before, fanatics, bro. It's hard to fight fanatics because everyone's not a fanatic and everybody thinks it doesn't matter. But the fanatics, it matters to them, and they get up every day like machines with one purpose: to pursue their fanatical, whatever the fuck they're fanatical about. For Stephen Miller, it's like getting rid of immigrants. For Kash Patel, it was he's gonna get the pedophiles, whatever. But you see that they don't have any soul. I kept watching Kash Patel, and he's standing there like this, and I was just waiting, like, is he gonna snap at any time and just be like, I can't do this? because he has a real soul and a conscience inside of him? Or is he just a piece of shit sociopath like all these other people who are only interested in their own advancement and their own positions? They don't give two shits about human beings, American citizens, even just humanity in general. I just saw a story right before I came on here about what's happening in Mozambique, where they cut off all the U.S. aid. You know who came in there? Who do you think came in to fill the vacuum of the U.S. aid being gone? I'll give you 3 guesses. Anybody can guess right now in the box. Who you think came in to fill that void? If you said ISIS, you are correct. Oh, wait, I thought Donald Trump destroyed ISIS. That's what he says, right? That's what he says all the time. Oh, yeah, destroyed them. Destroyed them. Why, Rebecca? Please explain why in a cohesive manner. Why you believe that we should ignore the Constitution and elect Trump for another term. Please explain. We haven't even finished this one. The stock market tanked today. Did you see that, Rebecca? The Treasury bonds are falling again. The dollar is at the weakest point it's been in 40 years, I think they said. This is only going to get worse. And you know that you're like, Trump 2028. Burn it all down. We're not going to make it through this term before the whole thing crashes. And he made a secret deal with Russia. Did you hear that one? Yeah, they're trying to force Ukraine into just surrendering, giving up more territory than even Russia holds right now. And there's no collusion whatsoever, right, with him and Russia, right? None. It's just a hoax and a myth, right? It's a witch hunt. But yet they're meeting in secret and carving Russia-friendly deals and trying to force them onto the Ukrainians and Europeans. Oh, but this is all it's a hoax, a myth. You know, you're crazy if you think these things, right? You think they're Nazis, you're crazy. You know that the Coast Guard said today that a swastika is no longer a hate symbol. So all the people that said I was crazy for calling these people Nazis 10 fucking years ago. What? What am I lying about, Rebecca? What was fake? If you want to talk, let's talk. If not, you can continue to just put nonsense into the box, and that's fine. That's not what this show is for. We're here to talk about shit. And if you're a Trumper, I want to know what you think. Or if you think at all. How can you look at this? I like all those things too. How can you like all those things and take acid and convince yourself that Donald Trump is good for anything? You're obviously not equipped to operate your third eye at the level. Do I like acid? Yes. When I was younger, I liked it a lot. Probably way more than I should. Yes. Exactly. See, they never answered the questions. You ever notice that? You always come on here and say a bunch of bullshit nonsense, but they never answer real questions. Like, I really want to talk to you. I'd like to hear. Your friend OD'd on acid? I don't believe that's possible. That's one of them what you call myths. I know people eat a lot of acid. I've never known any of them to die. Unless they tripped so hard they thought they could fly, jumped off a roof or something. Which I've never heard of that either. That's always the story that you hear. But I believe that you could kill yourself tripping, like wandering out into traffic or some dumb shit. You know, I mean, you could do something stupid, but I don't think taking acid, it's like weeds. Like, you can't take enough to kill you. It might fry your brain. I'm sorry about your friend, though. I've had people do that, too. I've buried my friends. Drugs are good and bad. It's what you call a double-edged sword. Hmm. They can be helpful. They can help you open your mind. They can help you, party and enjoy life. It's fun. But it can also get out of control. And but I mean, it's the same as drinking or anything else. Some people can drink, some people can't. Some people start drinking and it consumes them. Um, I myself have gone through various incantations of addiction. I was always an addict, but I would just trade one addiction for another. Like when I was younger, I did a lot of acid shit. It was like, well, I'm gonna stop doing all this acid. And I moved to Florida. I was like, oh, start doing cocaine. And then I started doing cocaine. It was like, whoa, I gotta stop doing this cocaine. And I moved home. I was like, well, I'll just start drinking a lot. It's like, and I was like a drunk. And then one day I woke up and see, I always wake up one day and go, this is out of control, And I stopped myself. But I said, I traded one addiction for another for years and years and years. And now I'm at a pretty good place where I'm really not addicted to anything like too bad. Like I of course smoke weed all the time, but I don't even smoke weed as much as I used to. I guess I'm just getting old, but I never went to rehab. I never went to a therapist or got help, or like I've always just kind of monitored myself, and I let myself get out of hand, of course. But then you recognize I'm out of hand, And I was smart enough to never do the really addictive drugs like heroin, the kind that you can't quit because it'll make you sick and shit. Like those kind of drugs, no. I tried it one time, but I knew then it was like I'm going to do this one time and that's it. And I did it one time and that was it. You gotta know the dangers. Go ahead. That's all right, Laura. We'll get some more. She's drinking my beer. She said, "God damn it! Like, I already know now. Can't leave nothing in the fridge." Yeah, it was a time when I drank every day, all the time. Well, not all the time, but at night when I ran a bar, I as soon as I went to work, started drinking. From 9 to 3 a.m. I'd get hammered like every single night, except the nights that the bar was closed and didn't work. And even then, I didn't sit home and drink like on the couch. I wouldn't drink at all. But when I was there, drink all the time. Get drunk. And like I said, I just traded one addiction for another. It started when I was young. Started taking acids. We started taking. It was like, oh, that's fun. Start doing it every weekend. Like, does anybody get more of that? It's like that's too much. You can't be doing acid every weekend, because after a few months of that, I felt my brain like starting to burn. Like, and I'm not kidding. I went through this phase where, like, for a minute I was slow. It didn't take a long time, but it would scare me. It was like somebody would ask me a question, it'd take me like a 30 seconds. Be like, huh? What? Oh, what? It's like, dude, you got a brain fog. You're taking too much acid. It's like, man, I gotta stop doing that. So then I cut myself down to like once or twice a year. Here's how you know that I'm different, right? I was looking to buy some, because I haven't done acid in a long time, right? And I was looking to buy some mushrooms from this guy, because mushrooms are cool. Same thing every now and then. Anything's cool every now and then. The problem is, you get addicted to shit, you start doing it all the time. It's like... So, Julie says she has a couple beers every night when she gets home from work. Clean up after teenagers, they drive me to drink. Right? My problem is I can't have a couple beers. Once I start drinking, I want to drink. Now I want to drink more, and I want to get drunk. You know, like, and it's just like I just keep drinking. I keep drinking. Because I'm a binge drinker. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so I got slow for a minute. I thought I burned myself up. But here's how you know I'm different. But I was looking to buy some mushrooms, right? And the guy didn't have any mushrooms, but he's like, I got some gel caps. And I know the guy, but he sells drugs to all these people in Vegas. So I know it's legit. So I was like, well, you know what? I haven't done it in a long time. I was like, give me a couple. I'll take 2 gel caps, you know, to find somebody to trip with me. And I took them, and I put them in, I took them home, I put them in a drawer. And they were in that drawer probably a year at least. And then all this stuff happened, and I had to pack up and move home, so I put them in my gym bag pocket. And I came home, and that shit's still upstairs. in the pocket of the thing. I never did take it. And I still like, oh, I should probably take it. But it's like, when? What? Now you're just gonna sit around and take acid. It's got to be like a thing, you know. It's like, or at least go out somewhere where you're outside and you can enjoy the nature and shit. Because you're gonna trip, you know. If you're just tripping, sitting in a parked car or something, you're like a teenager, like, that's what we used to do. You know what I'm saying? You didn't think about it. You're like, what the fuck? Well, let's say 4 hits of acid, do nothing. Sit in a parked car, listen to music, laugh, you know, at nothing. And you get older, you're like these psychedelic experiences should be something special. It shouldn't just be like, let's just take a bunch of acid, go down to the river, freak everybody out down on Newport on the levee. I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I want to take psychedelic drugs right now with all this shit that's going on. Anyway, went back to what I was talking about. They cut off the USA to Mozambique, right? And who swooped in there? ISIS. Right? Take the vulnerable population. And of course, they started killing people. And helping some, you know, recruiting some. Because I don't know if you know this either, but anti-American hate is up. All-time high again. He might even top George Bush for hatred. It's like, but these people hate him. And how anybody thinks that this is good for America in any way. What's happening right now is the systematic destruction of all the systems that have kept us safe and kept everything moving. The world, with America in charge world, right? Now, these intelligence agencies, they don't even want to share information with us. He's trying to start a war with Venezuela. Blowing up people randomly in the ocean, defying international law. Yeah, China getting ready to invade Taiwan. All this shit is coming. It's just like I said before. I hate to always be like, oh, I predicted the future all the time. But it's true. If you watch this show a lot, I will predict the future. And I predicted this future way before I did a podcast. On my Facebook page, it got banned. But China, Russia, and Trump are going to try to cut the world up. That's what's happening. What's going to happen. I hate to tell you this, but it's true. Taiwan's going to invade, or, China's going to invade Taiwan. You think Trump's going to do anything about it? Trump's got all the fucking assets in Venezuela. It's like, why are they doing it? It's like, oh, look, he's got the military all scattered about. They're not ready for this. And so they were doing exercises, the military, the Chinese Navy. But yes, Julia, I did. They went up to Mexico. This is true. Julia says, did you see the story about Dum Dum and Keg's Breath sending troops into Mexico? If you don't watch this show, Dum Dum is what Julia calls Trump. If you don't watch this show on a regular basis, you need a Clockwork Orange glossary of all the terms that we use here. Anyway, yeah, they snuck up on a beach and tried to put some signs up there that said, this beach is now U.S. property. Of course, Mexicans just went down there and took the signs down. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they had to backtrack and say they're sorry, you know. They tried to say something happened to it. It's a weird tide that made it change the boundary. What you don't understand, or if you don't understand it yet, is that we have entered a place where reality is no longer real, where these people will say and do whatever they want, whether it's true or not. They don't care. They don't care about facts or truth. They don't care about nothing. They're fanatics. They changed the CDC guideline. Did you see that? They officially changed the CDC guideline to say to people that the statement that vaccines don't cause autism is not fact-based. Yeah. I mean, we're through the looking glass. We're into North Korea type territory now, where these people will say and tell you things like, oh yeah, the prices are down, when you know they're up. They're lying to you at all times, constantly. It's so fast and furious. You know, there's no way to... The Comey case, do you know this? The Comey case is about to be thrown out of court. Why? Because that woman didn't even take the indictment to the grand jury. She took an indictment to the grand jury with 3 counts, right? And the grand jury said, no, this 3rd count is bullshit, and they threw it out. And they said, we will agree to the other 2 counts, but you gotta, this indictment is no good, right? So instead of going back, which is the procedure is, the legal procedure is, she's got to take that back, rewrite it, and then bring it back to the grand jury, and then they got to go over the 2 counts again and say, okay, right? Well, she didn't do that. She just took it back, edited it, brought it back, and had the 4-person sign it, and just took it to court. Which means it's not an indictment at all. It didn't go through. Now, some people will say, well, what's wrong with that? They said they do the other 2 counts. They did. But here's where it affects you, where, you know, this is where people fuck themselves with their freedom, right? They don't understand. If you let her do that, that means that they could just take an indictment to the grand jury, any indictment, right? The grand jury could agree to that indictment, right? Then they could take it back, edit it, take it back to the 4-person, have them sign it, but that's not the indictment that they agreed to. You're setting up a situation where the government could just fuck you over, and without your constitutional safeguards to protect your rights. That's what will happen, and that's what happens in lots of countries. See, these people don't realize it, that you're just turning us into every other fucking shithole on the planet. With the shitty tyrannical government that will fuck you over at any time without any truth or facts or evidence involved. See, she can't take an indictment home, change it, bring it back to the 4-person, have them sign it without the grand jury looking over what she did. How did she change it? What's the change? They have to look at it. They have to see it. Well, she didn't do that. She skipped right through. She just went home, erased the count they said no to, and then brought it back and had him sign it while we were at the court. Filed it with the judge. And like I said, there are lots of people who go, well, that's not such a big deal. No, it is a big deal. Because like I said, if you let them do that, now they can edit any indictment. They can change things. They can add things. They can bullshit you. And they can railroad you. This is your freedom. That's what I keep telling people when you watch a show. It's like, this is just some crazy guy sitting around, ranting with shit. It's like, no, this is your freedom. And most people don't understand it enough to even understand what they're giving away. Not every country has these safeguards to protect you from the government. That's what makes America different than other countries. You have rights. If you just give away your rights, then what good are they? Oh, there's so many bootlickers in this country. People, it's like... This woman said today to me, because I said something was illegal, I forget. And she says, no, this is a performative outrage, blah, blah, blah. What about your DUI checkpoint? You think that's illegal? And I said, yeah, I do. So it's probable cause, no-knock warrants. There's all kinds of things that they... Probable cause, when I was young, didn't exist. If state police asked you to search your car, you had to give them permission. And if you didn't give them permission, they had to get a warrant to search your vehicle. Then they invented probable cause. They go, oh, yeah, let's search this guy's car. Why? We got probable cause that he might be doing. Which is the same thing. Probable cause is a vague bullshit term that just lets the police do whatever the fuck they want. And then they go, oh, we had a probable cause that he was doing something wrong. Oh, yeah, what? I said, these things are only illegal because bootlickers like yourself let them do it. Well, I need to be safe. I give the police all the tools they need. Let me tell you something right now that you might not know. Police, their primary objective has never been to keep you safe. Now, some people are. It's a good shield to hide behind. Keeping you safe. Like, no, that's police always harass the fuck out of people. Frame people. Beat people up. Shoot them. Kneel on their necks for 5 fucking minutes. And then have people still pretend like that's not what killed a guy. Because they're bootlickers, man. Like I said yesterday, last episode, I bought into the hype that this country was filled with like brave, freedom-loving people, and that's not true. This country, just like every other fucking country, filled with a bunch of spineless, scared fucking sheep that fall for the easiest propaganda. It's like, I don't feel safe. Yeah, you better put the military in the street. It's like, dude, you're talking about the United States of America putting military in the street. I mean, he did it. He's doing it. Of course, the judges are stopping him, but and these people cheer him on. Yeah, put him in there. It's like, you're just giving away your hard-earned freedom. Yes, exactly, Julia. Their job is to protect and serve capitalism. Yes, this is true. That's why you find yourself in a weird position, because you're like, or I do, because the current system doesn't work. Clearly, right? It's broken. But I'm not a communist. I'm not like, oh yeah, we need to seize the means of production to the states own everything. And then that's not really a logical system either. You know? You look at these other countries, like these countries in Europe or like Canada. They're like, why can't we be more like that? We're violent and everybody's obsessed with guns that apparently they'll never use because remember there was a time to be cleaning up your gun. It's probably now, but nobody's doing it. Everybody's just sitting around watching this spectacle on television, watching the president slowly fucking have go mad with power. I don't know if you saw this. There's always silver linings, but Trump stock crashed today. They lost $5 billion of net worth. It's like I told you before. It's like they're not really worth anything. It's all a house of cards. It's all bullshit on paper. It's this much of the true social media stock, and that makes it worth $20 billion. Like, they ain't got $20 billion. This whole system is about to collapse. I hope you know this. That's right. People are freaking out now about the AI bubble. I was telling you, I've been telling you this for a couple weeks now. The AI bubble is going to pop. There's only a couple of these AI companies that are going to really break through with AI, and the rest of them that everybody's got their money in, it's going to tank. So people today are getting nervous to start pulling their money out. It's all a mirage. None of the American economy anymore is really based on anything real. It's all speculation, and like I said, AI, this, and and what could have all these businesses that don't make money. I was telling somebody the other day, and they didn't believe me, about how these companies like Grubhub and shit don't make money. And they're like, what? No, they didn't make money. Like, no, they don't make no profit. They live off of their shareholders' investment, whatever the market capital is of the company. They're all betting that it will make money at some point, but there's no guarantee that it will. Uber, I'm not sure if Uber makes money yet, but for years, the whole time Uber's been on, they haven't made any fucking profit. They haven't made no money. They were like, we're going to try figuring out how to make it profitable. Let's look it up. Okay, so Uber is profitable. So it did work. So that's what I'm saying. It can work. But a lot of these companies, it's a gamble if it'll ever work. And after so many years of not making a profit, sooner or later, the value of the company will crash. The crypto, that's all going down. Bitcoin's under, I would think this was under 90,000 or something. It was up, it was like 150. I mean, it was up, like, it lost all of its gains. Because, again, it's not really anything. It's all made up bullshit. And like Dr. Trump's whole economy. You know what they did? I forgot to tell you the other part of that Mozambique story. They cut all the U.S. aid, right? And ISIS moved in and took over, like, running the people. But Trump did put $4 billion into a natural gas facility. That's now surrounded by ISIS. Because, like I said, these people are idiots. They're not smart people. They have no long-range visions or plans of anything. And all the people that work for him are just nutlickers that do whatever he says. So right now, the world itself is like a figment of whatever Donald Trump imagines today. And everybody goes, yes, that. This is no way to run a world. It's already happened to terrorists. See, here's how you know that this is all a bunch of bullshit, right? And that there's really no hope for us, because I explained this to you before about how there's a machine that makes money off of all this. I'm selling you all these bullshit ideas about, immigrants this and that and the other and all this right-wing shit. It's a business. There was a story about that bitch that fucking Riley Gaines, right? The chick that came in 5th place. We went over this on the show, right? She came in 5th place in swimming meet that had one trans person swimming in it. And she's like, I didn't win because a trans person. It's like, you got beat by 3 other chicks. Perhaps you're just not a very good swimmer. But anyway, she turned that into an empire of hating on trans people. She sells merchandise, and she has her own podcast. She's on all these fucking Fox News and all this other shit. And you're like, and I should listen to you. Why? Like, usually you're listening to somebody and you're like, I'm going to listen to this person because, like I listen to Daniele talk. Why? Because he's a university history professor. And he knows a lot of shit. It's like, this chick came in 5th place swimming. I don't even know what she went to college for. It's like, now I listen to all her opinions on everything that's going on in the world because she don't like trans people. Really? It's like Gutfeld or Jesse Waters. Who the fuck are they? Laura Ingraham. Who the fuck is Laura Ingraham? Laura Ingraham is a person who's so fucking nasty, her own family don't even like her. Who had to adopt children because she's a single mother of adopted children. Why? Because no man will fuck her. She's nasty. She's a fucking bitch. All these people that got all this money, and they're just miserable cunts. It's like they don't. They're like, oh, money is to solve all the problems. Like, no, it won't. If you're a miserable piece of shit fanatic, you're going to be a miserable piece of shit fanatic. Whether you got $10 or you got $1 billion. Look at Donald Trump. He couldn't make enough money to not make himself a miserable fucking prick who hates everything. Because that's just who he is. The money don't mean nothing. He's also very superficial, that's why and tacky. The White House is tackier all the time. The White House now looks like some trailer he went into, like when I was a kid, a double-wide trailer from like the 1970s. The only thing's missing now is like a Velvet Elvis and one of them lamps with the oil dripping down the strings. You remember them? Maybe a bead curtain. Because why? Because Donald Trump is white trash, bro. It doesn't matter how many billions of dollars you give him. He's white trash. It's like Britney Spears. Right? She made all that money, but she couldn't stop being a trailer park chick, could she? Because she's a trailer park chick. You can't run away from yourself. What kills me the most, and I say it all the time, and it makes it harder to be around people, because you realize how many people have decided that it's okay for this piece of shit to be the leader of them. As a matter of fact, they worship him and enjoy what he's doing. Why? Because they're miserable pricks too. How we let these miserable fucks take over our country, I don't know. I can't tell you. Joyce better save all the pennies, right? Stop making them. He's like, we don't need it anymore. But that's probably the one thing I might agree. penny was always just a pain in the ass anyway. I mean, it was cool because I remember a time when you could buy something with a penny. You used to have penny candy. You go to the candy store. If you had pennies, you could buy, mints, or you could buy a mint, or a stick, or you could buy something, a caramel. Julie says he pictured Trump sitting in his gold room with the gold spray painted rag, sniffing it, looking like Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet. Yes, Laura, I'm old. You buy them candy cigarettes and just pretend like you were smoking. Or buy them, remember them, I don't even know if you can get them anymore. Remember them, they're just pieces of like colored sugar on paper. These dots. You remember that? It looked like receipt tape. They have little sugar dots on them. When you were a kid, you was like, oh man, I can't wait to go down there. There was a place on Mama Street. It was like a little candy store. We used to go there all the time. And you could buy stuff with a penny or a nickel. And now you can't buy shit with a penny. You go into a place with a penny. They even have those. They used to have like those click, like coin machines where you get like a piece of gum. That was like a penny. Put a penny in there and turn the knob, and you get like one piece of gum. Now that shit 25 cents. You know how old I am, Laura? You know how old cigarettes were when I started smoking? $1.05. Because we always be like, we gotta find a nickel. 105 for a pack of Marlboro Lights. Shit's $10 now. Right? Do the jobs pay more? Not really. See, that's the trick they managed to pull on you. I know, Laura, you know how old I am. I don't. I shaved a year off when I was talking to somebody. I didn't do it on purpose. I just fucked up the math. I'm like, yeah, 52. It's like, I don't think so, man. And it's like, I think you're 53. Like, no. No, I said 51. It was like, I think you're 52. And I was like, wait, hold on. Wait. And I thought about it for a minute. I was like, I guess you're right. Guess I am 52. It's like, I'm going to be 53 this year. See, I get fucked up because I was born at the end of the year. Like, when I turn whatever my age is, in 1 week, the year changes, and I'm back to being a year younger. It's going to prolong my life 1 more year. He just keeps on living. Like I said, everything's more expensive, but the jobs ain't got better. That's a trick that they pulled on you for the last 40 fucking years. And everybody keeps it, and they give you something like healthcare, and people still not happy. They're like, oh no, Trump's like, we need to get rid of that. Yeah, we got to get rid of it. And then, what's his plan? Here's the thing that I don't understand, and this goes back to when I tell you, Julia, it's December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. Just in time to not matter a fucking all. Everybody's too hyped up and busy doing Christmas shit. They're like, oh yeah, it's your birthday. Oh yeah, well, happy birthday. That's it. Back to wrapping presents or whatever the fuck we're doing. No one cares. What was I saying? I got sidetracked. Like I said, it's the trick that they've been pulling on you all this time. And no one... I it's hard. So I said, they give you health care, and people are like, oh, yeah, I got to get rid of it. But there's the thing is, Republicans are wanting to get rid of health care for 20 fucking years now. Obamacare or whatever, right? But they have not one time put a real proposal on the table for how to handle this situation. They just want to get rid of it and go back to the way it used to be. What insurance companies could deny you pre-existing conditions. They could charge whatever they want. People can't afford, because that worked. They said this doesn't work. Well, this works better than what was before, with people not having any health care at all. Now, I agree with them when they say there's problems. There's problems with everything, right? But instead of proposing solutions to fix those problems, they just want to get rid of it. You know why? Because they won't want, because it has Obama's name on it. They hate Obama. That's really what it comes down to. They still hate him. That black man was president, and they fucking hate it. And they try to erase everything that he ever did. Obamacare being the first, because they called it Obamacare, and they did that on purpose. That's not what it's called. I think it's called Affordable. What's it called, Julia? Affordable Care Act. That's what it was called. But everyone called it Obamacare, and it stuck. And when you say Obamacare, it just the Republicans. Why is that? Because it says Obama. I propose we change it. I prefer we call it Barack Hussein Obamacare. That would make it even worse. You say that, they'd have a stroke. Did you get that, Barack Hussein Obamacare? Oh my God! They don't have any ideas. We go back to what I was telling you before. They don't have ideas about anything except their old recycled bullshit ideas that rich people should get all the money and it'll trickle down to you somehow, which has never fucking worked. Never worked. And historically, it can be proven it didn't ever work. This is how you know, like I said, what I was trying to say earlier, is that there's no hope for us. Is when you turn on these TV shows like Fox News and all these other things, Newsmax, and they don't ever one time, not once, question anything dear leader Trump does. No matter how bad or stupid or terrible it is. They what about, and they do this and they do that, and they don't have any real ideas of how to do anything except be groveling bootlickers who are holding on to these antiquated fucking ideas of things, of how the world should be, and how white people should be in charge of everything, and rich people should get all the tax breaks, and that'll create jobs. And we've been doing this all this time. Has it done anything? Is it more affordable for you to live? Can you buy a house? Can you buy a car? I'm curious. See, the Trumpers, they never have nothing to say when you really ask them about real things. It's all performative bullshit and internet trolling. It's not a way to run anything. Tell you the truth, it's not even a philosophical movement. It's just a bunch of fucking people that hate everything. And look at every little thing. This is woke. Oh, they're trying to make me gay with this movie. What? Because there is something I've come to realize through all of this, which I never really realized. Maybe it's just getting older, and also all of this happening is that there is a significant amount of fantasy involved in society itself, because people have to pretend that people are good and everything is good, and there are good things, but the overwhelming majority of the world and what goes on in human beings, in society and interactions is fucking horrible. That's just the bottom line. Israel just bombed Gaza again yesterday. 27 people killed, 9 children. Right? It's supposed to be a ceasefire. And again, what are they bombing? There's nothing left. At this point, like I said, they're bombing people in tents. What's the fucking point? It's like a drug, man. You can't stop it. Netanyahu. You can't stop it. You gotta kill somebody. That's how he gets his rush. What were you talking about? What were we talking about the other day, Julie? Like, he needs to be tied up in one of them X things with the ball gag in his mouth, and someone whipping him and pouring hot wax on him while he watches people get bombed on TV, because that's the only way he can get off anymore. And that might sound crazy, but to tell you the truth, like I said, that's probably a more accurate picture of what the world is really like than the whole fucking rosy fucking cheek scenarios they try to sell you all the time. About, oh, people are good. And people aren't good, man. The majority of people are fucking scumbags. And I hate to say that. I'd say that as a humanist too. As somebody who wants the best for humankind, but it's like we really don't deserve it. It's like the most terrible people control this world, and the good people don't do anything about it. We just let it happen. We're like, oh, just sit up, watch Dance with the Stars tonight. It's like people are dying all over the place. People, like random innocent Latinos getting kidnapped, off the street. You know that woman they shot? They dismissed the charges against her today. If you start looking at these ICE cases, half of these cases are bullshit lies, and the government even goes to court and tells lies in court. Is this the kind of country you want to live in? When the government lies in court? All the time? It's not even like almost. And why wouldn't they? You go, what are you going to do tomorrow? Hold them in contempt of court. They haven't even done that one time. And just throw the cases out, whatever. But it's like there's no consequences for them, so why wouldn't they do it? Pam Bondi should be disbarred, really. That woman who, first of all, I don't know if you know this, but that woman I was talking about that did the thing with the indictment, she was like Trump's personal lawyer. She's like an insurance lawyer. She never was a prosecutor ever. Her main qualification is that she's a drooling, groveling nutlicker who will do anything that Donald Trump tells her to do. And for that, she could be disbarred for ethical misconduct in the courtroom. She even give up her whole career for Donald Trump. You think he's gonna fucking... Rudy Giuliani did that. Rudy Giuliani is now disbarred. He can't practice law. He's lost everything almost. For Trump. Has Trump helped him? No, not one fucking bit. Least he can do is take care of the guy. I mean, I'm sure he throws him a bone every now and then. He ain't taking care of him like he should. The guy fell on the sword for him. That's how you know these people are fanatics, bro. Fanatics. Now they're bringing back the old Islam. It's an invasion of Islam. It's like it's like the same shit over and over and over and over. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? I can't even believe that people can fall for this shit. Here, this person says, Sidney Powell, I don't know if you know her, she's one of the people that was in on the election scheme. A drooling Trump nutlicker. Anyway, this guy posted numbers as of November 14th, 2025. 312 mosques in Texas. 22 in Collin County. 27 in Tarrant County. And 48 in Dallas County. And she says, good grief, we've been invaded. There are 32,979 churches in Texas. They're saying 312 mosques, 0.9% is an invasion. And people believe it, dude, because I got a guy I work with, he sends me videos all the time. Oh, look at this, the Islamization of America. Sharia law is coming down. It's like, people buy into this shit. Because that's the way that they keep everybody divided and fighting. You have to fight this secret Islamist invasion so that you don't notice that they're fucking you over all the time. You lick the boots of the rich white people as long as they keep you safe from this Islamic invasion. Meanwhile, what happened to freedom of religion in this country? See, they don't care about the Constitution. They don't give two shits about it. To them, it's an obstruction. It gets in the way of what they really want, which is domination, power over you, to force their morality onto you. That's what they want. That's why they always say, oh, you can't have gay marriage, and you can't have an abortion, and you can't have this, and you can't have that, and you can't be trans, can't be gay, like they... It's unbelievable. And meanwhile, they're like, you have more children. You bring more babies into this shit old world that we can't even afford the people that we have now. Yes, you need to have more children so you can cut off your SNAP benefits. You can't feed them. We don't get free lunches. The poor kids just starve and watch the kids with money eat their food. It's disgusting, really, what we've allowed ourselves to become. While our leaders, I said, pal around with the people who did 9/11 and have fucking big giant state dinner for them and welcome them into the place. Why? Because Trump's gonna get fucking deal out of this. He sold them fighter jets. The same people that drove planes into the building. He's gonna give them some more planes. Please don't use them in the fashion that you're used to. And people go, oh, Mom Donnie, oh, blah, blah, blah. And there's fucking Mohammed bin Bonesaw in the White House. Oh, that's perfectly good. Look out, Trump. He's a good leader, man. That's how you handle him. People is bring them in and just grovel before them and capitulate everything to them and give them everything they want. That's a strong leader right there. He's an alpha male who also may or may not suck dick on the side. It's like the mental gymnastics are Olympic level at this point. We have reached North Korea levels of complete bullshit, and no one seems to care. This is a fucking joke, this country. And people go, oh, we respect it again. We watch Fox and shit. They're like, yeah, people respect us again. Like, then no one respects us, man. We're a fucking joke. Do you believe that? I mean, I don't know if you believe it, but it's true. Everyone's moving on from us. They're figuring out a world without the United States. And when they do, they're not going to take us back real easy. Yes, not to mention, that the files that keep him totally innocent, prove him totally innocent, he will not release. Because you gotta look for Democrats that you couldn't find in the files for 15 fucking years, and they were scrubbing through them. But all of a sudden now, people actually believe that. Like if there was proof in there that Democrats were all involved with Jeffrey Epstein, that they wouldn't have released that shit the first fucking day he was president. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? If you believe that, I don't even know what to tell you. That's what I mean. It's like these people are so far gone, it ain't even worth talking to them. I tell you, I tried to. I tried to talk to the old man at work. I told you, I asked him about, like my premise. If you knew someone in your family that lied as much as Donald Trump, that you wouldn't even have him in your family. You kick him out. And then all he said was, well, I'm a Chuck Schumer, forever different. Because they're gone. They're brainwashed. That's funny. Mossad agency says, we can't confirm nor deny, but we are raising your interest rate. It's actually pretty funny. Thanks for joining us. I hate to say it, but it's true. Like, they can lie and gaslight themselves and bullshit themselves all they want to, and they have whole networks of television fucking nutlickers that'll do it for them, like Jesse Waters and Greg Gutfeld and those people, and they'll go down with the ship. But this ship is going down. We're all on it. This whole economy is going to collapse in on itself, and then what are they going to say? You try to blame it on somebody else. It's Biden's fault. Like, meanwhile, I said Trump just burning through money like it's fucking going out of style. Like, where's all this money coming from? I don't know. He keeps saying, we got $12 trillion in investments. Where's this money at? If you really got $12 trillion, you might pay off some of this debt and fucking raise back up the value of the dollar. Like, you're not doing that. First of all, the 17 trillion don't exist. He's lying, as he always does. You know what he said today? Remember they said, oh, we ain't going to be able to have no economic data because of the shutdown, right? And then today they came out, oh, look at this jobs report. It's 3 times higher than they predicted, and you're like, well, where did you get these numbers from? I thought you said you didn't have no numbers. But you can't believe anything they say. And of course, all the fucking ABC News and shit posted it. Oh, look at the jobs report, stronger than normal. What happened on the other side of that? The stock market tanked. Why do you think that is? Because those people with money, they know it's bullshit. They know it's bullshit. That's why they start pulling their money out of the stock market. As I said, it's going to crash. When it crashes, I said, now what they're going to say then. And like I said before, like, I just wonder, like, we're in a situation where he's got to be president for 3 more years. What if everything comes crashing down next year, and he's still got 2 years left? Is there at any point that people go, hey man, this guy can't be the president? We got to get rid of this fucking guy. We should just fucking 25th Amendment or impeach, remove. I mean, you got to do something. You can't just let him keep driving the car over the cliff. It's like, because that's where we're headed. You can feel good about deportation and all that other shit that you feel good about. That's fine. But that ain't gonna fucking pay your bills or feed your fucking family. And all they're doing is systematically, like I said earlier, they're systematically destroying all these systems that kept this country strong for a long time. And when this fucking economy crashes down on them, there ain't gonna be no safety net for you. Because they destroyed it. In a way, it's kind of good, I think, because how do you get something new? You burn all the old down to the ground. You know, and when the whole thing collapses and people realize it doesn't work, then maybe we'll start having a real conversation about creating a system that works for people and as for a nation as a whole. Because what we have now ain't it. I don't have the answer to what it is, but I've always said I think that they should take all the systems, the best parts of all the systems, and put them together, create something new. How you would do that, I don't know. But I'm about to get out of here. I've been here long enough. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll be back on Saturday. And hopefully, I'm going to check in on Daniele tonight after I get off of here and see how he's feeling. Hopefully, maybe he'll come back on Saturday. But if you're new here, again, I've been saying this over and over. Thank you. My views are way up, and I appreciate that. I said I haven't even promoted the show very much, and views have stayed pretty consistent. So if you watch this show regularly, thank you. I appreciate you very much. And please tell your friends so I can get more viewers. I try to keep it interesting. Thank you guys for watching. I said I'll be back Saturday. Hopefully Danielle will be with me. Go out, enjoy yourself, do something. I'm going to watch a football game. Don't think about this 24 hours a day. It'll drive you nuts. I see you on Saturday. I am Bruce Leonard. Thank you. Good night.
I do not want to